Hey everyone, this is James Wilson with MTB Strength Training Systems and BikeJames.com. Today I want to share my new favorite exercise for training the hip hinge, specifically the MTB specific hip hinge, which is your ability to move through your range of motion at your cockpit, right? So go from your deep attack position to your tall standing position, and how to do that with efficiency and power, and that's what we're looking for. And so for a long time, I have loved using the deadlift, love using the swing. There's lots of great exercises for training this movement pattern, and those exercises are still good. But I like this exercise for a couple of reasons that I'm going to share with you, and that is a Banded Zercher Deadlift. Now, first off, we're going to use a band instead of a weight, a dumbbell, a barbell, a kettlebell. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One, I like the bands because they promote stabilization better than traditional free weights do. Now, free weights are better for stabilization than machines are, but research has shown that bands are actually even better than free weights for helping to improve that stabilization factor. Now, when you're on your bike, it's your ability to create strength and power while also stabilizing that can be a limiting factor. And so using bands can help actually train the body more specifically for that demand than barbells, dumbbells, or kettlebells can. So the other thing is the position that you get into that I like so much. So what we're going to do is we're going to get set with our feet hip width apart, so not too far out wide, and then we're going to get the band set in the crooks of our elbows. And then I'm going to come to the bottom of my hinge position here. So I got my butt pushed back, nice long spine. Now what I like about this position here, the Zercher position, a couple things. One, I can keep my hands straight like this, which is going to keep my shoulders in a good position. If I let my hands come in, my shoulders start to round. So it keeps my shoulders in a good position. The other thing is I can keep my forearms and my chest pulled towards each other. I don't want distance to open up between these two things. And so this helps me keep my upper back engaged. So letting my shoulders round and my upper back disengage are two of the main problems that I see with people who do other exercises to train their hip hinge. And so this position here helps lock you in and makes it hard for you to lose that good upper body position that we're looking for if you pay attention to those two things. And so from here, it's a regular hinge. I'm going to drive my feet into the ground, and I'm going to push my butt. I'm going to squeeze my glutes and push my butt over the top of my feet. And pushing my butt over my feet is what gets me tall. And then to come back down, I push my butt back like I'm trying to push a button on the wall behind me. And I only come down as far as I can while pushing my butt back. If I feel like my butt's not pushing back and I keep coming down, I'm going to be rounding at the back, which is not what I'm looking for. So again, pushing the butt over the feet, and then driving the butt back like I'm trying to push a button on the wall, and then pushing the butt back over the feet. And that's what brings me up and down. So focusing on the hips, creating this movement is what I'm looking for. And then again, the band creating the stabilization, this Zercher position, making sure that I'm keeping a strong upper back and chest position for this. So all of these things combined make for a great way for us to train the hip hinge as mountain bikers. And again, when you're looking at it from a specificity standpoint, also a self-limiting standpoint, right? Like finding exercises that by focusing on just one or two things, it really forces you to do it right. It's hard to do it wrong. It's hard to do a Zercher deadlift wrong, because if I get too much space here, the band starts shifting down, you can really feel it. So it encourages you to keep that strong position. If I keep my hands where I need them, I can see them, then my shoulders stay strong. So I don't have to think about all this other stuff that can go out of whack when doing a lot of other traditional hip hinge type exercises like deadlifts and swings and things like that. So again, those exercises are great. They have their place, but I really like this version here. You can use a super light band just to give you a little resistance while you're learning the movement. Then you can build up to a heavier band and really work on that strength as you get stronger. And so it's a really versatile exercise. You can also do a stagger stance version where you're standing on one leg and using the other leg as a kickstand to go for a single side or single leg version of this as well. But again, just a really good hip hinge variation for us to use as mountain bikers, kind of looking at what are the specific demands of our sport, and then what are some of the tools and things that we can use that help fulfill that better. And bands, I think, help do that because of that stabilization factor that they promote even more and above what you get from barbells and dumbbells and kettlebells and stuff like that. So anyways, give this one a shot. Next time you got some bands handy, let me know what you think. You can check out more at bikejames.com. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tip. I'll talk to you next time.